Hello everyone, my name is Ansa Alabura. I'm a dating and relationship coach. On this channel, we aim at raising significant ladies by sharing high value secrets that can enable them build all-round success in their lives, careers, and relationships. Therefore, I welcome you on board. This video is the second part of a topic we began yesterday on how to talk about marriage with your boyfriend. I'll put a link below this video and then somewhere here so that you can go and watch, because this video is a build-up of what we've done previously. How do I talk about marriage with my boyfriend is a question 70% of my clients ask. So I decided to make a video that will answer the questions not only in my clients but all those who connect to me through this channel. In yesterday's video, I mentioned 3 things you needed to do to prepare the atmosphere for the conversation. Number 1 was creating scarcity. Number 2, adding value to his life. If a man cannot look at his life and say, okay, since you came into his life has improved. Since you came into his life, he has become better off. If a man can actually not pinpoint 1 or 2 things that your presence in his life has done, then I doubt if you ever think of settling down with you. So please look at that area very well. You need to learn to add value to his life. Then the last thing I mentioned yesterday was practicing self-love. Understand this. Self-love is all about taking good care of yourself. And don't forget this. No man will love you beyond the way you love yourself. So self-love is all about setting the pace on how you want to be loved and how you want to be treated. Before I share with you how to initiate the conversation, there are things I want you to note first. Number 1, there are phrases I would like you not to use. Something like, I want us to talk, or I want to ask you a question, or there's something I want to tell you. The moment any lady uses such phrases, it activates our defense mechanism. And we feel it's either we did something wrong or you caught us doing something that you want to scold us. So avoid using such phrases. The next thing I want you to take note is you will have to be calm all through the conversation. You know, some guys can be very, very smart. The moment they notice you start talking about issue of settling down, they will try to create a scene. No, are you the one to talk to me about this? I'm the one whenever I'm ready. I should be the one to do it. Or try to just create fights out of something that doesn't exist. So I want you to be wiser. Go with the mindset that no matter what he says, you won't be angry. The second thing I want you to note is go with the mindset that this guy will turn you down. I am not being pessimistic here, but I am helping you protect your heart. I am helping you guard against any unforeseen circumstances. If the guy had wanted to propose to you, he would have done that earlier. But since he has not done it, you are the one trying to find out is there. Go with the mindset that he may likely turn you down. And in the first video, I mentioned that you should revamp your looks. The reason is this. Revamping your looks increases your attractiveness. He begins to see the other version of you, the other side of you have not seen before. Secondly, your new look and your new attractiveness increases your chances of getting new dates. The third thing I want you to put at the back of your mind is never approach a guy with desperation. Desperation is a killer. It's not a do or die thing. He either says yes or no. So don't show any desperation in your conversation, please. If you've done these things, then we move to the next phase. Talking to him about marriage proper. Do this when you guys are having a conversation, or let's say you guys went out, are hanging out somewhere. While you guys are just discussing, chip in the question, do you see me in your future? Do you see me and you having a future? When you ask him and he's not too clear of what you are saying, tell him, do you have plans to marry me? And please, immediately you say that, don't go further to explain things. Just keep mute. Don't help him complete his statement. Keep mute and allow him talk. Even if you take him the next 1 hour to talk, just keep quiet and be looking at him. Let's analyze some of these responses he may likely give. He may be like, yes, actually, I have plans to marry you. I've been thinking about this thing lately. Maybe saying that just to make you happy. Then ask him the next question. When exactly do you want to settle down? If you say you've been thinking about us settling down lately, when exactly do you want us to settle down? Is it the next 6 months or next 1 year? I want you to be specific so that we know we are working towards a particular goal. Tell him you won't stick around a guy who can't define the relationship. You've wasted enough time with him. Now you want to be sure if you guys are moving forward together or everybody goes his way. Mind you there, you have to be firm this time around. Don't give him room to play around. Be firm. Because he can't keep wasting your time while you keep helping him do that. This time around, you need to stamp your feet on the ground. If you say you want to marry me, when exactly do you want to do so? And when you discover he can't give you any concrete answer, I'll tell you what to do later. And before I forget there, please, when the guy is giving you a response, I want you to watch his body language. His body language will communicate even more. Get this. The guy got you through his words. He kept you all these years with his words. And now when he hears you ask questions like this, he knows you are about to leave. And a smart guy will say anything possible to make sure he still keeps you. Don't fall into that trap. Do you know a guy can even go to the length and say, okay, dear, by tomorrow, let's go for shopping. Let's know the exact ring that will fit you. I want you to be the one to select the particular ring. Do you know all these things the guy is doing is just to make sure you still stick around. But dear, don't fall into that trap. How do you respond if his replies are not favorable? Number one, make sure you don't show him any form of displeasure or anger. Please suppress that anger and pretend as if nothing had happened. And you know what? Please, for the next 1 week, give him the kind of VIP treatment you've not given him before. Let me tell you why you need that. When he sees you showing him care, even after telling you he's not interested, he will think you are so crazy about him that you can't do without him. Then, the second important thing is this. This 1 week will help you dissociate yourself from him gradually. Don't treat him like a criminal on a death row that the government is giving him his last wish. After that week is over, become unaccessible. I do not mean block his number. That's not what I'm trying to say. I do not mean unfriend him on Facebook. That is not what I'm saying. But let it be difficult for him to gain access to you, either on phone or whatever. If he calls you on phone, don't pick the call. If he insists in the calls, just send him a text, I will call you back. And don't call back. The following day, if you see his call, you may pick, hello dear, that pet name you used to call him. Keep on calling him that name. Oh my love, sorry, yesterday I said I was going to call. Somehow I forgot. So how are you doing? He will say, yes, I tried calling you yesterday. I tried calling you severally. You've not been sorry, I was busy. So what's cooking? Actually, I want us to meet. There's something I want us to discuss and the rest, blah, 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 blah. Say, okay, don't worry, I'll get back to you. Please excuse me. Cut the call. If he insists on calling you, saying he wants the both of you to meet, let's say he says you guys should meet on a Sunday and he's calling you on a Tuesday. You know what? Tell him Sunday you'll be occupied. Why not on Wednesday or Thursday? He'll try to persuade you, just tell him, please, I will be occupied. That's why I'm saying Wednesday or Thursday. And you know the interesting thing? By Tuesday or Wednesday, if the guy did not call you in advance to remind you of the meeting, don't even call him and remind him about it. If you're actually gaining value, please give us a thumbs up. And if you've not subscribed, I think this is the best moment to do so. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that anytime we release our videos, you'll be the first to be notified. Let me tell you something. You see, there are guys that are known as time wasters. And let me tell you what they do. Because they enjoy your company and the free sex you give them. You see, dating you is cheaper than going for sex from a whore. Anytime you want sex from a whore, the next thing she talks about is money. But when you have a girlfriend, your girlfriend will not ask you for money, so it's cheaper. Once in a while you buy her a phone, or once in a while you buy her a gift. But when dealing with a whore, anytime you want sex, money must go down. So such people know that they will not marry you, but they want you to still hang around them to keep warming their beds. I think it is time for you to decide if you're going to become something, a tool somebody will use to fulfill his own passion. Or if you're going to be a tool somebody is going to use to fulfill his desires. Do you know, if you don't stamp your feet, a guy can waste your time up to 10 years? And by the time he's done with you, do you know what he's going to do? He'll start withdrawing. Start creating a scene. And then you now begin to say, what's going on? What's going on? Before you realize, you will either get angry and leave him, or you find a quarrel so that you guys will part ways. And let me shock you. Immediately he leaves you. Give him 3, 4, 5 months from now, you will discover he's married. Do you know why? He practiced marriage with you, and you allowed him. How can a guy keep wasting your time and you do nothing about it? Some of you may be saying, hey, we've been together for 6 years. We've been together for 3 years. We've been together. Dear, please. That is what is using to keep you bound. That thing you're afraid of doing will finally happen when the guy is done with you. So please don't give these time wasters your time. Enough is enough. Any guy that is around you, if he cannot define a relationship within a stipulated time, pack your load and go. He's not the only man on earth. Please, dear. Oh, I will have to call it a day here. Please, if you've actually gained value in this video, I want you to leave a comment on the comment section for me. Or if you have any question, please leave it there and I will surely reply you. Till I come your way tomorrow with a brand new video. From this side, don't forget that I love you.